Hello, everybody. Welcome to Matchday 6 of World Cup Fantasy and Team TSZ's quest for World Cup Fantasy glory. However, looking at our team going into Matchday 6, it's not as much of a quest for glory. It's a quest just to put 11 players on the park because, as I can see, I'm looking right now, we've only got five playable assets. We only have 5 free transfers. We've used all of our chips. Basically, in short, we're pretty screwed. Basically, Adam.
Yeah, that's worse than I was expecting. I think we made a mistake, I think, in not siding heavily enough with Morocco. Obviously, in hindsight, fair enough.
Yes.
But Guerrero feels like a very odd sort of we had no other ideas choice that's come back to bite us.
Yes. I agree with you. Let's have a look at match day 5 then. By an absolute mile, our worst match day of the season. You can have a look at 54 points, 58 points, 57 points, 78 points, and then an absolutely honking 33 points. Let's assess the damage, shall we? We lost our clean sheets in the first 2 games with Allison, Marquinhos, so I'm not even sure he even played. If I
Yeah,
have a
he did
quick
play.
look,
He got a
he
yellow
did
card,
play.
I think. Yeah, he missed
Oh
the
yes, he got booked.
penalty, didn't he?
Yeah. Noppert also lost his clean sheet. Richarlison did nothing. Dumfries -3. I'm assuming he got sent off. Did he get sent off or something in the?
No, I think he
Oh, he did. He got sent. He got sent. Must
he
have been
missed
during
that.
the penalties or something
I was
at the
watching
end.
that. I didn't even see that.
I just saw the referee fly a load of cards around. I didn't see any reds, to be fair, but
Oh, yeah, I
he
know
could
he
see
gave
the
it.
penalty as well, which didn't help.
Yeah, maybe it's
So
the tunnel. I don't know. I don't remember seeing that
yeah,
at all. And I saw him give the penalty away.
shambles there. -3 for Dumfries. Noppert 1, as I say. What else have we got? We move on to Portugal. Guerrero, nothing. Fernandez, 2 points, one of
Yeah,
our better scores, which says it all, really.
Mendes almost
Um,
scored that absolute worldie, didn't he? But
he did,
well,
yeah. And just as frustrating as well, Croatia, only 1 point off Perisic and Souza, even though they went through, which is, but of course, it was the 1-1 draw, and Souza was a defender. Perisic didn't do anything. So, Messi, captain, bailed us out, pretty much supplied. Did he supply over half our points? He did. Over half our points, goal and assist, 18. What a player. Amazing. 4 goals and 2 assists now for him. And England. Saka drew a penalty. So 5 points for him. Penalties, won and key passes. Maguire -1. I know he got booked.
yeah,
Conceded 2 goals as well. And Bellingham 2 points. Almost scored a beauty, but 2 points.
oh, so
And
close.
Mbappe blank. Deary me. Well, a shambles, an absolute shambles. And now, Adam, we're going to have to take a hit just to get 11 players on the park
Yeah,
for match day 6, which for me is what we need to now look at now. I think we're going to need to have to sack off the subs and just try and make 6 transfers and get 11 players on the park.
seems wise to me.
Okay.
We definitely need a goalkeeper.
Well, we need a goalkeeper. So let's focus on this first. We'll get Allison gone and save all that money. That's 6 million we'll have back. So he can go out. And that gives us, who do we think's most likely to keep a clean sheet? We've got Croatia's Livakovic against Argentina's Martinez. Argentina are yet to keep a clean sheet in the
Yeah,
knockout stage.
I don't
And
know.
we have got Morocco's Bono against France's Lloris. What are we thinking?
Well, my argument would be if it was the previous round, Bono has been incredible, but it's very unlikely he's going to have 3, if not 4, of his first choice back 4 in front of him this time. Seiss is struggling to get fit in time. If he plays, he won't be fully fit. I can't see him playing the whole thing. Mazraoui is the same story for him. It's a shame really because I mean Croatia have been probably the joy of the tournament, but I would well. It's a shame because
It's a
they're
tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one. Wouldn't be surprised if none of them keep clean sheets.
I would be, but I think the least likely to score is probably Morocco, and so I'd probably say Lloris.
Okay. Hugo Lloris comes
I
in.
mean,
That's no money saved. It's a full 6 million change.
yeah, I mean Livakovic has been brilliant too, and saved loads and loads of like penalties.
It's a
And
big ask, though, isn't it?
big
It's a
ask.
big ask.
I think Morocco, sure they scored. Yeah, they scored a really good goal last time, but you can see Argentina and France and the other one scoring.
Yes.
Who's the other one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Croatia. Okay. All right. Who else have we got? Who needs to go? Fernandez needs to go, and he's expensive. He's out. Saka as well. I think, yeah.
I mean, realistically, if we focus on midfield here, and then we can see what we have left.
Yeah, well, we need to pile on midfield. Like I said, we're not too sure on clean sheets. Let's focus on the midfielders who are going to get us points. Yeah. We've got 2 strikers at least. We can put a third in though. All right, Saka, Fernandez, and Saka, Fernandez will go. So who are we going to bring in then? We've got Perisic. I say we look at France. Is it so frustrating that Griezmann is a forward?
Well, I was about to say, why don't we actually just bring in Griezmann now?
I'd have no problem with that, to be honest. So we got Griezmann in for Richarlison.
Incredible.
16.5 million. We can go 24 million for 3 midfielders here and use up all our transfers.
Do you need so are we just going to? I don't think.
In fact, we can't. We need one. We need to make 2 defensive transfers so that we've got 3 defenders on the pitch. Because we've got Sosa, we've got Lloris, but after that we've got no defenders. That's really frustrating, actually.
Confirm what we have now and bring Lloris and Griezmann in, and then we'll see what we've got left.
Okay. As I navigate through this, there we go. You can't exceed our salary cap. All right, let's make another. We got to make another transfer to bed. Right, let's get Maguire out.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's get Maguire out, and let's find. I'm trying to think of a French defender that will play. Or Maguire's actually 5.5, so we need to find a 4.5. Well, we can get a Moroccan player in. Or how much is Guerrero? Guerrero is 5. Check how much Dumfries in. Dumfries is 6. Oh, let me take out Dumfries. Sorry.
Good.
So now we can find a 5 million defender. Let me have a look at French defenders very quickly. Saliba is 5. Has Saliba been playing?
No, Saliba's not playing.
Saliba's not playing.
Teo Hernandez is great going forward, but
terrible defensively. But he's playing though, and that's the most important thing, isn't it?
I thought Koundé was quite impressive during the England.
I agree. I think Koundé's played well, to be honest.
Yeah.
He had a shocker of a game against England, Hernandez. Do we think Deschamps will stick with him? I don't see how he can't, because there's no one else really. Lucas Hernandez is injured. So I don't think there's anyone else.
No, not really.
I say we probably bring him in at 5 million.
Who are they playing? France versus Croatia? No, Morocco.
Morocco.
I can see him tripping over.
Yeah. Sure, he's not going to concede another penalty.
If that Moroccan guy, Chidira, who they bring on sort of the 80th minute to just run really fast and then not score, I can see Teo Hernandez tripping him up in the 89th. I really can. But I think he's got more of an attacking threat than Koundé, I guess.
Well, I'll have a look and see if Argentina are any 5 millions. Argentina have got Acuna, of course, which we still don't have, by the way.
You know, we
still don't have Acuna. I think we really should consider bringing him in at some.
We did have him for a week.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, we had him for a week and then we wildcard. Oh yeah, we probably had him when he got -1 against Poland. Now in our luck.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I actually think we had him for the Argentina game, for the Australia game, and he got the clean sheet even though
they subbed off. Yeah. We'll take that. Okay, well he's 4.5, so we can afford him.
Yeah, makes sense.
We can afford both. We could do Dumfries to Hernandez and Maguire to Teo Hernandez, but let's just do this first. Yeah. I'm going to bring Acuna in. Okay, now I'm confirming all of that.
Okay.
So this is what we've got. Let me quickly transfer them in as well. We might as well. Transfer them in. Get Lloris in. And get Griezmann in for Bellingham. Right, we got 3 good forwards, we got 2 mids, we got a keeper, we got 2 defenders. We've got 2 transfers left. I suggest we use them to replace Maguire, Fernandez, and who is the most expensive of Bellingham and Saka?
Saka's at
7.5. Saka.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's
Okay.
what I suggest. I've had a shocker, by the way, because Marquinhos is, he's 5.5. That's fine. Okay. So we will get rid of, So let's start with defender quickly.
Yeah.
Maguire out. I would get Hernandez because he's 5 million. We could
Yeah.
get someone more premium, but personally, I think Hernandez is going to play and he
I
will
think
be
that's fair
attacking.
enough. Yeah. I mean, obviously, there's no point trying to bet Varane might get a header. Teo Hernandez could
Yeah.
very get he
Although
linked
that is the
quite
kind of
well
thing
with
I would do, but
Oh yeah,
yeah,
true. Yeah, you say it's due a goal, even though you don't
yeah,
know. Um,
exactly.
he links up quite well with Mbappe, and they might. I think I mean Morocco have been great, but surely this has to be it now.
This has to be it. Well, do you know what? Well, I need to give them a bit of respect where it's due,
Oh yeah,
really. They've
yeah,
shut
yeah.
out Belgium, Portugal, and Spain. That's some records. And we are going right against their defence here. We've got Mbappe and Griezmann. We are targeting them.
Yeah,
we're gambling and going for it.
I think you have to. Croatia are too wily to expect to do badly.
Yeah.
Argentina are the ones that could be the shock of this round, but we'll have to see.
Okay. Yeah, I agree, really. Croatia are something about them. I don't, anyone could win. It's the World Cup. It's brilliant. Okay. Fernandez, we'll get Fernandez out. 9.5. Bless you. Fernandez out 9.5. Saka out.
How many?
So we've got 18.5 million.
Yeah. How many players from one nation can we have now? Is it 5?
That's a good question. I'm genuinely not sure. I'm guessing it's 4.
Okay.
At least.
Yeah, it's definitely 4.
At least 4.
It's 4 now. It's been 4.
It's got to be minimum 4. Yeah. We've got no Argentina midfielder. Di Maria, just no. Yeah,
I'd rather Enzo Fernandez.
Nothing.
Who almost scored.
I'm sorry.
Game. And is looking like the young player of the tournament, really, Enzo Fernandez.
He played 8 minutes, did Di Maria against Netherlands anyway. Yeah, true. Enzo Fernandez. It's only 6 million as well. We'd be able to go like super. There's just no good midfielders though off.
I think what we could do is look ahead and basically pick who we think is going to win the World Cup and then max out them.
We could. I say we either do that. I agree. I say we either do that or we could potentially go even more defensive and get someone like Hakimi in and go that route if we wanted to. We have Perisic already.
Maybe it would be nice to have a defender from each nation, yeah.
Potentially. But I like your play about we should seriously consider targeting people who we think are going to win the World Cup.
But then I agree with you. There aren't enough midfield options. I think there's an argument to be made for getting Modric in.
Potentially. It would leave us a problem, though, if Croatia get ditched, because then we've got Perisic and Modric.
Yeah.
And I don't think Modric's returns have been great either.
They haven't, but he's been getting
1 point, 2 points.
He had a bad game against Japan, but he looks really good in the previous one.
Yeah. Who we get France? Obviously, Tchouameni scored a beauty from range, which was, you can't bank on that. You can't bank on him doing that all the time. Rabiot had a chance that was well saved.
Yeah, I'd be happy for Rabiot. I think he's been oddly consistent for him.
He's one of the better midfield options, isn't he?
Yeah.
Boufal is 6 million, Morocco. And then we've got maybe Enzo Fernandez is to play.
Yeah, he's
if you look at his points returns,
points
returns are impressive. 7.6 points, no points, 2 points, and he had chance against Netherlands, as you say.
Yeah. He's been playing well.
If we're banking on Argentina, well, I think he's one of our better midfield options personally.
Yeah, I think
you want to go Di Maria.
No, I don't. No.
Yeah, exactly.
My favorite player in the tournament's been Amrabat, but he doesn't get many returns. But I think he's brilliant. I want him to come to the Premier League.
I think there'll be a few Moroccan players coming to the Premier League after this World Cup. Definitely, we've already got one, Zaroury, in the Championship, but he's not playing. Incredible, really. 2 Championship players are now in the World Cup semi-finals. Both of them played for Morocco, and I don't believe any of them have played a single minute yet.
Well, in the semi-finals of the Euros back in 2016, Hal Robson-Kanu didn't have a club.
Hal Robson-Kanu didn't have a club. Great. What a story. What a guy. Okay. I'm thinking maybe we do get a French midfielder in, really. I would be happy with Rabiot and Fernandez.
I think I would be. I think I'd be happy with Rabiot.
We'll put Rabiot in there.
That's it.
Do
I
we
mean,
go with Fernandez or do we try and lock onto a Croatian or a Moroccan asset? We are going heavily against Morocco and Croatia here. Oh, not Croatia as much. We've got two at least. We're
yeah,
going very much against Morocco. We're gambling on France. We are gambling on a France-Argentina final. We really are.
we are. I tell you why going against Croatia isn't so bad, even in terms of they might go to the final. Croatia haven't won a knockout match in normal time this tournament. I think even not the last tournament.
Yeah.
But even if they do win, they're not likely to get their attacking returns when the game matters.
Having said that, a decision has been made for us, Adam, because I've just put the trigger on Rabiot and it's not letting me confirm. I'm assuming that is because we have 4 French players already.
No, I think
Lloris, Theo Hernandez, Mbappe, and Griezmann.
No, it's because I think it's Fernandez needs to be unclicked.
Because we've got the money though. We've got to. I'll try and.
There you go.
Alex, consistently making a fool of himself. Nice one. Okay, Fernandez. Are we doing Bruno Frenzo? Or are we getting a Croatian Moroccan player in? Adam, I need you, man. Weigh in.
Well, even though it means nothing, I do quite like swapping a Fernandez for a Fernandez for some reason.
Well, look, I made the call really with Rabiot. I kind of pushed for that. So I'm happy for you if you want to. If there's someone that you would like, you want a defender maybe. Look, if you want to push for another guy, we can take 2 hits if we want, but it's very much up to you.
I wouldn't mind taking 1 hit for a defender as well.
So you want it? So we'll take a -6 then.
Is that? Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, no.
2 -3s.
No, maybe not then. No, fair enough.
Okay. So we'll take one hit. That means, do we want to take a hit for a midfielder or a defender? If it's a defender, personally, I would probably advocate Hakimi.
Yeah.
If we were going for a defender, if we were going for a midfielder, I'd probably advocate Enzo Fernandez, maybe Modric.
I think I think I prefer Fernandez just because I don't see Hakimi getting a clean sheet, even if they go through, and I don't really know who who he's passing to.
Hakimi's returns are just unbelievable, but I don't mean to try and sway a decision. His returns are an absolute joke.
I've got Hakimi and Fernandez in my team, but if we have,
he has a minimum score of 4 points because of the one game that he didn't keep a clean sheet. He got an assist.
Yeah.
So he's got 6. He's the 6-point man. In our captain's pick, I highlighted him. 4 6-point hauls.
You know what?
Clean sheets.
It'd be nice to have that 1 extra player to bring in. And for a -3, let's split the difference and get him in as well.
I'm down with that.
But swapping for Marquinhos, stop. Because we have more money
next time. Good shout. Yeah.
0.5, but then, it all matters.
It does all matter when you save the pennies. The pounds look after themselves. Right, that's our team then. We'll bring Hakimi off the bench. France are the second game, aren't they? France are the second game on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, yes, it is Wednesday 14th. So, yeah, we will bring Hakimi on for somebody. Someone will flop. I guarantee you that. And Hakimi will come on for whoever that is. Playing tonight are Sousa, Perisic, Messi, Fernandez, and Acuna. So I am going to stick the captaincy. I don't need to. The captaincy is already on the main man.
Yeah.
What about tomorrow then? Who's going to be our captain? We've got options here. We've got 2 French forwards. Is Mbappe going to come back roaring in his quest for the golden boot? Is Griezmann going to improve? Got 2 assists against England. Is Rabiot due a goal? Is Theo Hernandez due an attack and return the clean sheet? Or is Hakim Ziyech or Achraf Hakimi going to?
You'd be very brave to give it to Hakim Ziyech, even though he's been good. Yeah, I mean, it has to be Mbappe, doesn't it? If everyone else is Mbappe, it's one of those where if we don't do that and everyone else does, the game's over.
Yeah, pretty much. 70% owned.
Yeah.
Lionel Messi, captain.
78.
Well, Messi will hopefully do what he did last time and just make the decision for us. And we'll be fine. Okay? So we'll keep that on Messi then. And we will switch when required. So this is it. This is our team. for match day 6. We've taken a hit of -6 for this because we had only 5 players who could play in the semi-finals before our transfers. Lloris in net, Teo Hernandez, Acuna, Souza, Rabiot, Enzo Fernandez, Perisic, Ziyech, Messi, and Mbappe, Griezmann, with Hakimi on the bench. We are gambling basically on an Argentina-France final. It could very well blow up in our faces. I'm dreading penalty shootouts. Livakovic going to knock out Messi. Although, if anyone can win against Croatia in a penalty shootout, it's Emi Martinez and Argentina. So,
yeah, no, we're now, all the teams that have actually been good at penalties are here now. So
yeah,
that's not many. That's Morocco and Argentina, basically. But
I'd be fascinated. I'd be fascinated to see a Croatia-Argentina penalty shootout actually as a neutral, because both of them are so good at them, and both goalkeepers are so good at saving penalties.
Yeah,
like Emi Martinez is ridiculous, like an actual cheat code. I don't know how he does it. He just gets into their heads, and he's just really good stopper. All right, well there we go then. That's Team TSZ. We have captain's picks on the site. If anyone's wondering last minute, what I've done for this match day is different. Instead of picking 3 premiums and a differential, I've picked 1 potential captain from each country. So if anyone wants to captain someone from each country, they can. You can go and see what the 4 are. You probably know who the Argentina and the France options are, but you might not know who the Croatia and the Moroccan options are. Spoiler alert, it's not Ziyech. So yeah, have a look on that. And this is our team. Fingers crossed, Adam, we do well. What are you thinking quickly for the final?
I mean, yeah, I thought France were going to win it before we started. I think France are going to win it. Which, it's very hard to get back-to-back World Cup winners, so you've got to respect that.
Didier Deschamps would become only the 2nd manager in history to retain the World Cup after an Italian, I can't remember his name, but it was being an Italian back in the 40s, I think, 30s, 40s. He will be the first to retain. It has been retained before the World Cup a couple of times. I think Brazil have retained it. Italy, obviously. Yeah. I think France will be the 3rd. So, yeah, they're looking good, aren't they? They just got goals. They've got goals. I've never been convinced by them defensively. Never been convinced by them defensively, but they've got goals.
Yeah, it's obviously retrospect and no judgment, but I think if we'd scored the penalty, I quite fancied it. But
I fancied us to win. I thought it was ours for the taking in the second half.
But hey, it's nice to watch it and not be like, oh, we're going to lose. It was quite.
It might have been nice to watch it. It wasn't nice for me to watch it in a pub full of French fans.
No,
not nice. But no, they were lovely, to be fair. Although if I hear the words "Allez les Bleus" much more, I'm going to literally do something I'll regret. Anyhow, Croatia. I just think it's great for any 4 of them, to be fair. All I saw, I would love Messi to win a World Cup. I would love Modric and Croatia to win a World Cup. It would be great for a smaller, lesser nation to win football's biggest prize. That would be amazing, if not embarrassing for England. And France would retain it. So we'll see. Anyhow, thanks very much, Adam. Thanks very much, everyone. And we will be back for the final for match day 7. Until then, good luck in match day 6.